Hi you guys! Hello! I am CarlieStylez. Welcome to my channel, and this is
Cooper.
Cooper, my little boy. Today is a very special day. Why is it a special day?
Because it is Kaylee's birthday.
It is my sister-in-law's birthday, Miss Hey Kaylee, and her favorite cake is what kind?
Lemon.
Lemon cake. Okay, so we are going to be making lemon cake today. Are you ready? Are you excited? Do you think we have everything we need?
No, Mom, we forgot our aprons.
How can you bake without aprons?
Ta-da!
Okay, now that we have our aprons on, I think we have everything that we need. So let's go over the list of ingredients. Here's what you're going to need. 1 box of lemon cake mix, 3 eggs, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of water, some lemons, lemon extract, some vanilla, butter, some milk, and then for the frosting we're going to be using heavy whipping cream, powdered sugar, and then I bought some fun little cake pans that are cut in kind of a flower design. You can use round little pans, and we're going to be using my new KitchenAid mixer from my husband for Mother's Day, and this. Do you guys see this wire here? I'm gonna show you. This is the coolest thing. I'm sure a lot of you use this before. This changed the whole baking game. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to follow our basic ingredients on the back of this cake box. I just got the super moist lemon cake mix, and we're just gonna follow this exactly, and then I'm gonna teach you the special ingredients that I add in. So let's read the back of this, Cooper, and get going on this.
I'll read it.
all of our ingredients and we've preheat our oven, comes the fun part. Remember, my special ingredients to the cake mix that don't say on the box are a splash of milk, a tiny bit of vanilla, and a little bit of what? Butter, because butter makes everything better. And then, like you guys saw, soften your lemon and squeeze it into the mix. Okay, so I have bought these darling little flower shaped cake pans, and what we're eventually going to do is probably do 4 of these. So you're gonna have to cook 2 at a time because they are so little. They look like seashells. Or you can do 2 9x9s, it's really up to you. So what we need to do first, Cooper, is we need to spray these so that the cake won't stick to the pans. So mom's gonna do one, you can watch, and then you'll try it, okay? So you kind of hold it out here, and I use coconut spray. And then you just kind of lightly coat the pan so that the cake won't stick to the pan. Good, not in one area. Good, so the further away you do it, it kind of helps spread the spray. Now we're going to put our mix into our little pans. Come on. So we use this little spatula to scrape off all the extra. If you're daring, you can lick it and try it. It does have raw eggs in that. But you know what? I have never gotten sick from it, but you know, never say never. You want to try a bite? A little lick?
Nah.
No, you're good? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we gotta pour this batter into these. Do you think it's gonna all fit? Do you think all this is gonna fit into those two?
Maybe. Let's try.
Maybe? Okay, let mom do one so you can see. So we're just going to do a little bit like this, okay? And you start and just let it spread out, and it's thick, so let it kind of spread itself before you guess too much, because you don't want it overflowing out of the top, okay? So pour it just into the middle, and this one. Good, and go back and forth a little bit. Good. Okay, that should be good. Let me cover the pan. Yeah, look, that's pretty good. So now that that's done, Cooper, step back. We're gonna put this in the oven and we're gonna let it cook, bake. We're gonna let it bake for 28 to 33 minutes, depending on how they're looking.
For how long? 30 minutes.
We'll set it for 29 minutes. Okay? What should we do while we wait?
Dance party done.
Tired. You tired?
Is it done?
All right, let's check the cakes. All right, you guys, to cut down time, I just added one of these smaller pans to the 2 flour ones we had, and we're just gonna add that between, and that will make sense when I show you. But right now, we're gonna make the frosting of the cake, which makes like the whole thing. Frosting is the best, right? So you guys, all we're gonna do is follow on the back of the pure cane sugar, the powdered sugar. There's going to be usually a recipe for the buttercream frosting, and that's what we're gonna do. Really hard to perfect, so make sure you just gauge your consistency. If it's too runny, add a tiny bit more of the powdered sugar. If it's too thick, add a little bit more of your whipping cream or your milk, and then just kind of place it until you get like the perfect mixture. We're gonna go ahead and check on our cakes and then make it all come together. All right, you guys, this is the coolest part. So, do you see the funnest? Do you see this cool little object? Basically, it just has a thin wire coming right here, coming through right here, right? Have you ever seen cakes and they're just so perfectly flat on top? I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna do this. So after your cake pans have cooled, what you're going to want to do is you are going to take your cake pan, and Cooper, can you hold this for me with 2 hands? And then you're going to place this on, that's okay, Mom will do it so they can see it. You're gonna place this on the top of your cake pan and just kind of like slide it through the cake evenly, just going back and forth like a jigsaw. And what we're doing is basically, make sure you keep it even. I was not watching what I was doing. Keep it even. And it's basically just scraping off the very like muffin top part of the cake. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is place that, of course I just got my nice cake pan plate dirty. You can save this piece for another cake or something special and kind of make something out of that, but you're gonna take that top layer off, okay, and set that somewhere right there. Let's clear this off real quick. Heads up. I always put this part down on the plate because it's kind of sticky right now, and then that way it'll give an even surface. So then you do that and you have a perfectly like cut cake, and we're gonna do that with the other one too. On that cake, you guys, but what did I forget? The best part, the frosting. So if you notice that your buttercream frosting is a little bit lumpy, it's probably because of the temperature of the butter, which mine wasn't totally room temperature. So I just stuck it in the microwave and warmed it up a little bit. And then all we're gonna do is just stir it up so that butter melts. And then you're just going to take this and we're just gonna paint the middle of this cake. Okay, go ahead and frost. Cooper's mixed up his dressing. Try not to drizzle it on the plate, do your best. And just, yep, put it right in the middle and then we're gonna smush these together. And then I kind of just mismatched those. Okay, but before we add the top layer, and I'm gonna add another one little layer that we put of this, of a little round cake. I just want to add to the top.
This is gonna be a small cake.
Okay, now we're just gonna add that on top. It's kind of messy. It's kind of messy, but it's gonna kind of be delicious. Okay, so now I'm just gonna clean around the plate with a paper towel, make it look really pretty, and then do some fancy drizzling, and I'll show you that in a minute.
Now my mom's gonna drizzle it on there.
All right, you guys, we hope you had fun making this cake. Are you excited to give it to Kaylee?
Yeah.
I think she's gonna like it. We got these super cute pastel candles just at the dollar store. We're gonna decorate those now, and some fun little banners for her that just say happy birthday. Make sure if you guys recreate this, we wanna see it. I've never cooked with those flower pans, so it didn't turn out as big as I wanted it, but I think it looks pretty, and I'm working on perfecting my recipe for my frosting. But good job today. Thank you for helping me in the kitchen. Thanks for being here, Cooper. We love you, guys.
Love you.